Around 11:30 at night, a sharp, stabbing pain yanked me out of a deep sleep. My eyes snapped open, and instinctively, my hand flew to my stomach, pressing down like I could somehow soothe the knife twisting inside. But the ache wouldn't quit, and my foggy brain scrambled to figure out what the heck was causing this untimely misery. I curled up for a minute, hoping it'd pass on its own, but it felt like some invisible force was holding it in place, relentless. Finally, I dragged myself out of bed and shuffled to the bathroom, desperate for any relief. Splashing cold water on my face and emptying my bladder brought a tiny bit of comfort, like a band-aid for whatever storm was brewing next. As I headed back to my room in the quiet house, soft sobs cut through the darkness. They echoed from down the hall, and my first thought was panic. Something awful must have happened to my mother-in-law. My feet moved on autopilot toward the sound, worry turning to curiosity the closer I got. At the slightly ajar door to my in-laws' bedroom, the scene hit me like a freight train, making my heart pound in a whole new rhythm. It wasn't tears causing those sounds, it was something way steamier. My eyes went wide as I realized, my mother-in-law and father-in-law were lost in an intimate moment, totally unaware I was there. I whispered to myself, "You idiot. While you were freaking out thinking they were fighting, they're wrapped up in the hottest passion imaginable." As they got lost in each other, a wave of melancholy washed over me. My husband had been chasing the American dream for over 3 years now, working construction in Texas, sending money back home. I'd been crashing at my in-laws' modest ranch-style house in the suburbs, leaning on their support. The irony stung. Here they were, reveling in love, while I waited in limbo, craving the joy that felt so out of reach. A gentle breeze rustled the half-open curtains, moonlight spilling in softly. I have no clue how long I stood there peeking, but when I snapped out of it, my father-in-law's eyes locked onto mine. My cheeks burned hotter than a summer sidewalk, shame flooding my eyes. I froze, clueless how to handle it or explain away the unforgivable. I yanked my head back quick, like hiding my face could erase the awkward vibe hanging thick in the air. My mind raced a mile a minute, scrambling for words to say it was all a mix-up, just bad luck, not spying. I backed away slowly, trying to play it cool despite the embarrassment choking me. Head spinning, I bolted to my room for sanctuary, easing the door shut like sealing away the whole embarrassing mess. Luckily, only he saw me, but that didn't ease the knot in my gut. My thoughts spun on how to face him come morning, what excuse to spin to save face. But deep down, something ignited, a forbidden spark. The next day, he greeted me in the kitchen with a sly grin and twinkling eyes, "Good morning." I wanted to crawl into a hole, face flaming. He must have seen it and beat me to the punch, "Don't sweat last night. It's natural, stuff like that happens, especially after you've gone years without anyone get stirred up watching." "No, it's not what you think," I stammered. He cut in, "Say no more, I saw that look on your face. But honestly, I'd love to know if you liked what you saw. 'Cause I've got plenty more where that came from, for you." That question whipped through me like electricity, skin prickling. Shame clashed with a fire lighting up inside. I couldn't stop replaying every steamy detail, his gaze meeting mine in the dark. Now, in the bright kitchen light, he was calling out that taboo connection. My face scorched as I hunted for words. He stood there confident, like he knew my secrets, waiting with a challenging, seductive vibe. I couldn't deny the turmoil, guilt tangled with desire. But how to admit it? I don't know what to say, I mumbled, eyes darting anywhere but him. "Don't worry, sweetheart," he said softly. "It's okay to chase those hidden urges we all have. And trust me, I can give you way more than you think." His suggestive tone sent shivers down my spine, but it fanned that unfamiliar flame. I was stuck between mortification and temptation, no clue how to navigate the mess. Then we heard my mother-in-law's footsteps approaching. "Good morning," she chirped, face glowing, eyes sparkling from her night. "Morning," I managed. She eyed me, "What's with the scared look? You see a ghost or something?" "Nah, just a stomach thing, hurt like crazy last night, kept me up." She pointed to a little tin on the shelf. There's some herbal tea in there at the back. Brew that up, and you'll be good as new. Then to him, all right, I'm heading out to the market. But he chimed in, hang on, honey, I think you'll have to go solo today. My stomach's acting up too, kinda twisty like cramps. He turned to me, that sound like yours? Yeah, pretty much, I lied, playing along. See? I'm off then, she said. Oh, and don't start the soup water too late, okay? I grabbed the herbs and steeped the tea while they headed out. I overheard her remind him about the water as the door clicked shut. He doubled back to the kitchen, smirking, nice excuse, huh? Now, where were we? We hadn't even started, but it felt like we already had. I gave in, and he took me further than his son ever would. I melted into his arms, mind blank, lost in the moment. My eyes flew open at my mother-in-law's voice, you shameless pair. So this is what you get up to when I'm gone? She'd forgotten her purse and come back. Our eyes met in panic, but in that chaos, I saw a flash of shared secret. We'd smashed invisible boundaries, dove into dangerous waters I'd never dared dream of. No room for regrets, just facing the fallout from our reckless choices. Her words boomed like thunder, slamming me back to reality. The cold kitchen tile bore silent witness to our slip-up, her disappointed glare sealing the judgment. From that day, I never saw my father-in-law again. My husband cut off all support when he found out. We divorced recently, but I still kick myself, should have stopped him. Loyalty pays off in the end. Going against it just hurts you and your loved ones. Think twice before acting. Some things taste sweet now but leave a bitter aftertaste later. Thanks for listening and sticking with my stories, it means a lot. Before I go, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell for notifications, and thumbs up if you liked it.